They're currently P1. He's going to be one to watch. Cryptid as well. He's always very fast. So I think really right now these top two are going to be the ones I'm going to be watching.
Yeah, for sure. NBA. Who is he? Has he been racing for a while?
I haven't actually. I'm not sure. I think he might be one of the new guys. So let me take a look at that. But I'll get back to you. But I think he might be one of the newer guys for sure.
Yeah. So we got Slavine, the only one coming up on a hot lap at the moment.
Yeah, it is NVA's first race.
Okay. Yeah, he's pretty quick. Pretty quick.
Yeah, showing some pretty immediate speed already, which is good.
Looks like Slavine gets out of the way. I'm not sure if he boarded his lap or what entirely happened there. Huh. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. Is there anyone on?
Yeah, Leaf's on P5 there. Leaf says on a hot lap right now. He looks to be improving on the soft tires. He just set a personal best, Sector 1.
Ooh, almost loses it. The rear of that Aston Martin is just slipping away from him. I wonder if he's using a time trial setup or what's the deal with that?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. I haven't done too much running myself at this track in this particular game yet. Looks pretty overcast. Maybe the conditions aren't super favorable right now as the track rubbers in. Oh, he's going to back out of his lap.
Yeah. Is there anyone else on a hot lap?
I think we got KCB, I believe. Yep.
Riding on board with him.
He's about a tenth down on his Sector 1 time from his previous best lap.
Sector 2 always 6/10 down.
I'm not sure if that's his personal time or the time of the leader.
No, it looks like his. No, it looks like he's backing off. It must be his in lap. But I'm not sure. I think it might be personal time. I'm actually not entirely sure. Looks like OG comes across the line, goes P6. But I mean, when you look at the standings so far, it's really a big gap for a track that's so short. I mean, Johannes and Cryptid very close together, but then it's a 5/10 jump to NBA in third place and another 5/10 to Cushy in fourth. No, it's pretty close. It's pretty close from then on, but it is surprising.
Yeah, you are right. There is definitely a lot of different levels of speed here today. Some of these guys definitely finding some speed where these other guys can't. So it's going to be interesting to see how the race is going to unfold.
Yeah, for sure.
Just following along here with Sargento. He seems to be on another hot lap. Seems to be improving. Just set a personal best through Sector 1. Currently P6 in the Williams.
Sargento's another one of those quick drivers in D3. I could see him racing in possibly D2 next season.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys always looking to move up into the higher divisions. Well, a little bit of hesitation.
Yeah, but he's still almost 2/10 up on his personal best. So.
Yeah, it sounded like he had to get out of the gas a little bit through the left-hander of turn 11 there. Usually that's flat on a set of softs. Fresh set of softs, excuse me.
And he improves, but not enough to move up a position as he goes a little bit wide at the end of turn 1.
Yes.
Possibly looking at his time, his position, getting distracted.
Yeah, it's just following along with Babrams. Looks like he had a little bit of a moment. He's actually broken his front wing, so he's going to be coming in coming into the pits. Looks like he lost it coming out of turn 7, and slid all the way straight up to turn 8. He's just trying to stay out of the way right now, but a little bit of a moment there for him.
Not sure entirely what he's doing. Letting people go by off the track. I mean, if it works, it works, I guess. You know.
I suppose, yeah.
I'm gonna go on board with Cryptid. It looks like he's about to start his lap. Whoa! Big snap out of the last corner. That's probably gonna hinder him going onto the straight a little bit. Crosses the line to start this lap. Brakes really, really hard for turn 1. Just kisses the apex nicely over the curve in turn 2, and turn 3 easily flat, hugging really, really close to the wall and activating that DRS.
Yeah, he's taking that esports line coming out of the corner there.
Goes purple in sector 1. Just using all of the track, taking the shortest distance to the next turn. Really, really solid and planted his car is. I mean, it's very impressive what he's doing right now.
Yeah, just following the sector 1 time there. He's just slightly off of Johannes there.
Does he let off the throttle through the turn 11? Doesn't look like he did. So it's purple sector 2.
Yep, that's the fastest sector 2 of the day. It's
Coming
gonna
up on
be really
the line.
close here.
He improves, but not by enough. He improved by 0.04 of a second. So I mean, he must
Very
be
close.
already on the limit, unless he's just saving it up for his third lap.
Yeah, well, I think as George Russell just smacked the wall right in front of him there.
Yeah, that was not really sure what happened there. Huh.
Yeah, I've been following along the damage telemetry, and George Russell's already had about 2 broken front wings, so having a little bit of trouble out there right now. That's a respectable lap time though, but 109.
Yeah, for sure.
I've been P12 there.
Don't know if we have anyone on a hot lap right now.
I believe we have OG, who's just looks like he's just finishing up his, or he's actually just starting, finishing his out lap. Excuse me.
All
This will
right.
be his first time lap. This time by, I
We're on board
believe.
with him. This would be OG's, I think, second time lap.
You are correct. Yes, sorry. His previous lap was on the mediums, I believe.
He goes faster
That's a
than his personal
Yep.
best, yeah. By 0.5 as there's yellow flags in sector 3. I think that was just when the Alfa Romeo was letting by the Ferrari.
Looking like a clean lap so far. Went a little wide through turn 7, but kept his speed up.
Yeah, and he's really just keeping the car. Oh no, never mind. I was going to say he's just keeping the car safe. He's keeping it planted, but then he goes and spins. So maybe a little bit of commentators. Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking.
OG waits to rejoin the track safely.
See, Johannes is on another lap, I believe. And he just invalidated right as I said that.
another commentator's curse.
Following on board here with Leaf Says, he's improved his first sector. Personal best lap here.
C2, will the Mercedes get out of the way? Yeah, very
Staying
nice.
out of the way there.
Good sportsmanship from all the drivers respecting each other and the rules.
Absolutely. This has got to be a pretty crowded track. As you said before, it's pretty small, so it's probably pretty tricky.
Yeah, sure. Only
Get a really full, clean lap in, right?
only 2.6 miles. It is one of the shortest tracks on the calendar by both lap time and distance. So, Leafs aborts his lap. I mean, the game was saying that he set a purple sector 2, so I'm not entirely sure why he aborted, but Not sure. Well, his tires are... Oh no, I was looking at his teammate. Yeah, I'm not really sure why that happened.
I think we're getting a slight timing glitch right now with the times, so, because I just had Abrams up like 4 tenths in Sector 1 and he was on an outlap, so... Looks like the top 2 are going at it again.
Yeah, I'm riding on board with Johannes at the moment. Weird camera angle. Let's hop on board.
He sets up even faster Sector 1 by 1/10 of a second.
Wow, look at the commitment.
Flying right now.
Hugging it very close, short shifting just to minimize wheel spin.
Looking really clean and tidy here.
Might get a little bit of a tow from the Alfa Romeo in front.
Yeah, it sets up purple Sector 2 as well. A little bit squirrely coming out of the final corner there.
I think he's just a little bit too far back to get the tow.
I think he's going to improve.
Nevertheless, yeah, he goes faster into the 106s with a 106.992. That's very impressive from him. And on old socks too, 2-lap old. Does that include the outlap?
I don't think so.
Huh.
So that's a pretty crazy lap.
Yeah.
Cryptid's just coming along out of turn 12 here to start his probably his last attempt. Yeah, it's going to be his last attempt at pole here. He's going to have all the rubber in the track to help him here. Suits first couple of corners nicely there.
Oh, we must have missed it. But it looks like Genox has retired from the session. Not sure if he crashed or if he voluntarily retired, but I wonder what happened there.
I think he retired. There's nothing coming up on the damage, so I think he might have just called it quits.
You see. Didn't look like Cryptid was improving too much that lap.
He actually matched Sector 1 time.
Did he?
So, yeah.
And he did improve Sector 2.
He's still a 10th off through Sector 2. He's going to have to figure out, hopefully find some time this final sector here.
Let's see what he
definitely
can
going
do.
to improve.
He does improve by almost 2 tenths actually. But it's not good enough for P1. Let's hop on board with NVA. Looks like... Nah, he's out. He's done. He can't get to the line in time. Anyone else? Cushy, right on board with him. As Babrams. Oh, who was that who just jumped up? I think that was Ox Marino.
I'm not sure. I'm just following along with Cushy here. It's showing he's in lean mix. I don't know if that's correct or not, but he's still 3 up on his time. He's going to go a little bit faster here. Having an eye at P4.
A little bit of a slipstream, yeah. I think P4 is possible for sure. And yep, P4 improves by 4 tenths of a second. So wow, really good lap from him, putting him up to 4th place.
Absolutely, that throws him on the 2nd row of the grid. So what a solid last lap there.
Yeah. So just running down the order, we have Johannes Ludwig on pole position with a 106.992. The only driver to break into the 106s during this session. Lining up alongside him is Cryptid in the Ferrari, with the Alfa Romeo and Red Bull of NVA and Cushy both behind him. And I guess we'll have to wait to see the rest, unless you have it up.
Yeah, so pretty solid qualifying from these guys.
So, in P5, we have Leaf Says, P6, Ox Marino, P7 and 8, we have Kyle Desmond and Babrams, I believe it's pronounced. Then Dexa and George Russo, who looks like he's picked up a penalty, a 5-place grid penalty. I wonder what that was for, possibly speeding in the pit lane. Then Sargento, OG, Kesa, B-Bry, Revis, Siggy, G-Nux, Slavine, and I didn't see the last one. I believe it was... Yes, I'm not sure who the last person was.
Yeah, I don't have him up either. He doesn't have his telemetry open, so I can't see him. But not seeing any weather for the race, which looks good. Looks like it's just going to stay cloudy the whole time. Only about a 14% chance of rain, so...
Yeah, not too bad. So drivers can race each other. I know, from my own personal experience, that I'm not a big fan of racing in the wet weather. It's requires a lot of patience. And I'm trying to go as fast as I can most of the time.
Alrighty.
So, do you think Johannes will run away with the race like he did in qualifying? Or will he be lacking in race pace a little bit? Maybe he was geared more towards qualifying setup and others were more towards the race setup. What do you think will happen at the front of the field?
Usually, from my own past experience, you know, some of these guys just have that one lap pace that some guys don't have. You know, they can just throw a crazy fast qualifying down, but usually when it comes down to the race, everyone's a little bit closer.
Yeah.
But this is kind of one of our first tracks we've done that is in a little while. That Mexico was definitely, you know, if you could stay within that 1 second of the player in front of you,
Right.
it would just drag you along.
Right.
And it's not so much of that, I think, here in Brazil. So it's going to be a good race. I'm super excited.
Yeah, me too. I mean, going back to the evening out in the race and the quali pace, I remember our own personal experience in Russia last season. I had a really good qualifying lap, but you were just right behind me during the race. Even though I couldn't see you, due to the game being not the best at that time. Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like we're having a little bit of an issue here, so
Huh.
give us 2 seconds here, no worries. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on. Yeah, we're remaking the lobby. Alrighty. Hey Peter, if you want to just join off of Revis or me there, can hop back in the server.
Just did.
Sorry about this, guys, but sometimes things happen. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but I think we might have not had a guy.
So now we wait. I don't know how that's gonna happen with the qualifying order.
I'm just looking through right now, trying to figure out what's going on. I don't know how they're gonna do this, but
Yeah, I think is it possible to manually set qualifying order?
I've never seen that in this game before, so I don't think so. So I guess, I don't know, might as well run you through the constructors right now of the Division 3. We got Red Bull with 125 points. Alpine in second right now with 108, very close behind Ferrari in third place with 94 points, very close. AlphaTauri in fourth with 92. Williams in fifth, 88. Mercedes, 79. Aston Martin, 67. Alfa Romeo, 65. Haas, 64. And McLaren, 43. So for the constructors, pretty much anything down to about, I mean, I'd say safely P position 6. It's kind of anyone's game, especially for the constructors. So that's exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And if you haven't followed the Zoom Racing League before, we don't do the point system. Yeah, just like F1 does. So, and correct me if I'm wrong, Jack, but we have P1 with 35 points, then P2 with 28, P3 25, I believe, and then it dropping off by 2 until 10th, where it drops off by 1. Am I
Yep.
am I right in saying that?
You're 100% right. Yep.
All right.
So the top 15, basically, if you finish, you get points. So
Yeah, it's the system's designed to reward people for finishing to promote cleaner racing. As
Yeah,
a couple races last season, we had very few finishers, so
you got to remember
improve
too,
that.
the F1, the way the standings work in the real life F1 is based off of a lot of different stuff. Like the cars are obviously not the same. So when we run,
Right.
equal cars, it's basically if you have one bad race, especially if you're with a bunch of good guys, it's really hard to catch back up.
Exactly. Yeah.
So have you done any practice around this track yet? Is there any tips you could give anybody? Anything anywhere you found any speed or?
I've done some practice. I haven't done any practice since Monday. I don't. Yeah, I think that Monday was the last time I practiced. But it's just with this track for me, it's all about enjoying it. It's a track that I enjoy a lot. It flows very, very well, and I just feel like the more you enjoy it, the faster you'll be. The only real tip that I can say is that through the uphill right-hander, the fast uphill right-hander, you just really, really have to commit and just trust that the car will not spin on you.
Yeah, I haven't done much practice in this game as I have in the previous game with this particular track, but this track is, like you said, it's great. It is nice going into a race and you actually enjoy the track,
Right. Yeah. Last week was a different story for me. Not a big Mexico fan personally. Not a big fan of the Mexico track. It lacks elevation change, and I think that just makes the track a lot more exciting.
Yeah, I agree. I haven't done any the Portugal yet, but obviously talking about elevation change, those tracks generally are just way more fun to drive.
Yeah, I mean, when you think about tracks that I like to drive, I think of Brazil, Portugal, Spa. They all have one thing in common: lots of sweeping corners and elevation changes. So I think that's what makes the track fun to drive.
Absolutely.
So it looks like we've gotten most of everyone in the lobby again. I'm not sure if we're going to be doing another qualifying session or what's going to happen. But we'll see.
Yeah, everybody just working it out right now. Looks like we're just readying up. So, and all the drivers have returned back to their race channels. So, looking like we're getting ready to go. Yep, Revis just gave us the ready up, so we're getting ready to go. We're gonna go straight to the race.
All right.
I have no idea how this is gonna work, but we're gonna do it anyway.
I think maybe you can. I think maybe we can manually set the grid. Not sure. Interested. I'm curious what's gonna happen. Hopefully no more problems this time loading in. All right, looks like it's worked.
Yeah, I'm just trying to have a peek here, see if I get the telemetry to reboot here, but not sure we're gonna get that up.
Well, 5 seconds before the formation lap starts, so we'll be able to see what the starting order is like. I can't remember exactly what it was like, but it does look like it is the same.
Exactly
so it
the
must
same.
have been
Yeah.
manually done.
Yep, all my telemetry just came back, and it's exactly the same. So, okay, perfect.
Great.
Good job by the ZRL guys. Getting the race back and going again.
Yeah, sure. I mean, when unexpected things like this happen, you want to be able to get everything up and running again as quickly as possible, and they did just that. So, congrats to them.
Absolutely.
Props to them.
Well, I know whenever I do my races, I always do get a little bit nervous before the beginning of the race, and I honestly couldn't think of anything worse than having to basically just ice the field at this point. Everyone's just sitting around waiting to get the race started.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you just have to trust in your abilities. Trust that you won't get a good start. That you will get a good start. And it's really all about confidence on the opening lap. How much confidence do you have in the tires on the full fuel load? And these opening 3 laps, opening 3, maybe 5 laps, are just going to be absolutely crucial. It's really going to help us tell who's done race practice and who hasn't. Because sometimes... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, speaking of tires, everybody's on fresh, totally not 100% fresh tires as well, right? With the
that
lobby
makes
switch,
sense,
so
actually.
we are full-blown public lobby right now. It's going to be really interesting.
As Flosi is finally coming up to the back of the grid. And we are ready to start up the race. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And they held him for a while here.
Lights out, and away we go. Looks like Cryptid's got a little bit of a better start than Johannes and goes down the inside to take the lead. Behind him is Johannes, NVA, then Leafses. I believe that is then the Aston Martin. That is Leafses. Whoops, my bad. Then Cushy, looking up the inside of Leafses, gets the dive into turn 4. Behind him.
Yep, everybody getting a really clean start there. Cryptid obviously off the start had a really good jump off the line.
Yeah, it looks like Genox has already made up five positions on the start. It's very impressive by him. Flosi's made up 3. George, and it looks like Ops Marino has spun around. But he hasn't spun around. Who is that? That's Ebri has spun around. Ops Marino dropping places. He must have wing damage. Yeah, he does. That front left end plate is just completely gone. He's gonna have to go into the pits to get a new wing.
Yeah, just seen KCB has a little bit of front wing damage. Doesn't look like he's gonna pit. Really, other than that, that's really the only issue we've had at these first in this first lap. So everybody keeping it really clean right now.
Yeah, totally.
I see B-Bry struggling to get his car back to the pits.
Yeah, just those hot tires, you know. Just have to really, really nurse them after a spin like that. Tires are just gonna be so warm. So I mean, Cryptid almost already built that second gap to Johannes. He really, really is going to want to break that DRS before the start of lap 3. Which
Well,
looks like he has.
Well, we were talking earlier. You know, this really isn't one of those DRS trained tracks. You know, I would think too, especially through basically all through Sector 1 to Sector 2 is all downforce. So I bet you that clean air is really playing a big advantage for Cryptid right now.
Yeah, for sure. And I believe the game, obviously the game mechanics and the real life mechanics are different. As NVA goes for a move on Johannes and just breezes past him with the DRS going into turn 4. But as I was saying, in the game, I believe you only lose 15% downforce following another car, whereas in real life it can be up to 50%. So
Okay,
it will help
I didn't
you
know
out.
that.
It will help you out, but you're still gonna want all the downforce you can get. So looks like
Yeah, just
B-Bar's
following
on
along
track
with
again.
Abrams and I believe that's Kyle Desmond. Yep, these guys are swapping positions back and forth here. So a little bit of a squabble here.
Wow, Genux up 9 places. Wow. Never mind. Just 8. Looks like Vindex has gotten back past him, but Genux has the DRS.
Yep, we're gonna
As Vindex
Vendex.
had picked.
Yep, he picked up a little bit of damage.
Okay.
I think Abrams picked up a little bit of damage on the telemetry here as well. So they might have had a little bit of a coming together there we didn't see. Yeah, he's changing his front wing.
Let's see. And Flosi already has a 3-second penalty for time limit. Sorry, track limits.
Yeah, that'll be killer. This is definitely one of those easier tracks to go wide.
Yeah, I
And,
think this race could possibly be decided by those track limits. And George Russell also gets 3 seconds. Looks like Johannes is just kind of dropping. Cushy's catching up as well. So maybe he could have possibly forgot to put his setup back on. Following the lobby change.
Yeah, I did see a few guys in the chat as he has a look here around the outside of NVA.
Just
Not
a
gonna
little
be-
too far back. Yeah.
Yeah, looks like the NVA's got a little bit lower downforce, keeping out in front on the straights here. But he's going to have DRS again.
Yeah, just breezes past him. It looks like Cushy might go for a move as well. Thinks better of it. NVA leaves a space.
Yeah, he's just gonna back out. Wants to save himself. There's still 30 laps left to go, so no rush to get the overtake done now.
Absolutely.
It looks like OG's dropped again.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of Genix. My bad.
Very interesting, though. These
Sargento.
guys are definitely getting more spread out. Do have a little bit of an incident.
Yeah,
Like it might.
it's a couple trains. Yeah, who
I
is
think we
that?
have another Williams off.
I believe that's Siggy? Yes, that was Siggy. Looks like he's got it back around. I'm not sure. Yeah, he's missing his front wing.
He's a long way back to the pits, especially through this very downforce necessary part of the track. It's gonna be really frustrating for him.
I was following along with the P2 down to P4 here, following along with Cushy. This is a great battle. These guys are all
for
within
sure.
DRS right now. It's absolutely on maximum attack.
It's like Sargento's got past George Russell.
It's kind of odd. We have a couple of DRS trains, and there's just gaps, big gaps of 2-3 seconds. And Triptid's already pulled 3 seconds of the rest of the field, so very impressive from him.
Yeah, just following on board with some of these guys. You could definitely tell the big lifts, especially through turn 11. So these tires are obviously already going off.
The
it's-
tires combined with the dirty air as NVA goes for a
NVA.
move. Yep. Gets past Johannes pretty comfortably.
Johannes, who looks like just picked up a penalty. I
Yeah,
didn't catch
believe
that.
so.
Probably track limits.
Entirely sure how long ago that was, but looks like Johannes is gonna go back past NVA.
Yeah,
So
we
I
got
think
Babe
this
Rams
is-
in the wall right now in turn 2. He's facing backwards, trying to get the thing spun around.
Unfortunate from him. I wonder if he has damage. Yeah, his end plate is missing.
So he's gonna have to
Yeah.
box for a new wing too. Right at the start of the lap. That's really not somewhere you want to pick up damage. It's just such a long way back around.
Absolutely.
Something that I just picked up on was that Flosi started on the hard tire. I'm not sure that's the best option. I mean, he might know more than me, but I don't know.
My personal opinion, like with the hards, I've
Yeah.
never found enough pace,
Right.
especially maybe with 100% races, but with a 50%, I just don't think it's
not
there.
worth it. Yeah, I mean, in the U.S. race this season, everyone was doing the one stop from softs to hards, but I really didn't want to, and I think you also did the 2-stop that race.
Which race?
And, USA.
Yeah, I think I did a two
Yeah.
a 2-stop that race.
It's
yeah.
just, it felt so much better, and I was faster and almost won because of that.
Yeah. Yeah. The strategy
Big
is
difference.
definitely a very important part.
NVA is just so close to Johannes, but Johannes, his battery's full.
But NVA's only at 20%.
Yeah, it's been like that now for a few laps. As NVA goes around the inside,
Yeah, Johannes
looking like
just
he's gonna get.
doesn't care to use his battery.
Oh, and it looks like Cushy just went for a spin right behind them. Tapped the
Oh,
wall with his
dear.
rear wing, but it looks like he got away with it. I'm not seeing any damage showing up. He lost it coming out of turn 1 there.
Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any damage on his car.
And in the meantime, Johannes goes back around MVA.
Yeah, this
Great little
battle's gonna
battle
last the
between these
whole
two.
race.
But Cryptid's loving this battle especially. It's just slowing both of them down. He's already built up 5-second lead in 9 laps.
Yeah, you gotta wonder if Johannes is just really just pulling MVA around the track right now. I don't know if MVA does have the pace to get around Johannes and then start running down Cryptid here.
If I was NVA, what I would do is it looks like he's doing that now. He's just using the DRS just to stay behind. He's not going to go for a pass. He really wants his battery back. I mean, if I was him, I'd just save the battery, but no, it looks like he is going for a pass.
Yep, going around the inside, gonna get the move done pretty easily. Johannes gonna tuck him behind.
Not convinced that's the best. It's the best option. I feel like
If they're just gonna be swapping all race long, that you just want to stay in the DRS and then use your battery when you absolutely need to.
Absolutely. I'm not sure how long these guys are going to go much longer on this 10 of the softs as well.
The tire dig. Oh, whoa. NVA's
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah. I thought for a second there he was going to catch it. Pretty decent recovery, to be honest.
Yeah, that was actually quite a graceful slide. He got that under control.
Yeah,
That
he
was-
used his rally skills for sure. That was pretty good catch by him. But he is now 4 seconds behind, almost. As I think he actually got a penalty for that little slide.
Yeah, that's a little unfortunate. That's gonna hurt his
Yeah.
confidence a little bit. He's gonna be pissed at himself.
Not sure
But,
if he's gonna try to appeal that after the race, as Kyle goes for a move on him and just pulls out. As we have our first pitters, OG and George Russell, both going into the pits.
we do have a DNF, I believe. Babrams, yep, out in
Yep.
turn 8. He's bended on the left side. That's gonna be a safety car. This is
Riding him
not
forward.
what Cryptid wants.
It looks like oh, never mind. That was just someone going by. Gonna
With
be
the way the
passing him.
packs spread out right now, we could definitely see a lot of guys gaining significant amount of places here based on when the safety cars come out here. So
Yeah, definitely. As George Russell goes on to hards. Ops Marino goes on to hards. Revis onto the mediums. We have Cryptid going into the pits. I would be surprised if anyone stayed out right now. Even if you have already pit, I would just pit again.
it'd be
But
in
it's a
right
free
away
pit
for
stop.
the.
Johannes
I
goes
guess-
in.
I guess you're
NBA
forced to put
goes
on the
in.
hards at this point.
I think the mediums could take you to the end. If the softs can go 11 laps, and people may have been planning to go longer, then I think you could take the mediums 25, especially with the 3-ish laps spent under safety car. I think it's
Yeah,
totally
well,
possible.
I think you might be right, and I think this is getting spicy now. We got Cryptid on the hards, and Johannes is coming for the mediums, while NVA is coming for the hards.
Yeah, it's a
Kyle's
mixed
coming
strategy.
for the mediums. This
That's
is
what makes
awesome.
things
I'm super
interesting.
excited to see how this is gonna play out. Actually,
Definitely. So, Sargento and Flosi both pit for softs. Huh.
maybe they're committing to the two stopper.
Yeah, because
And they'll go to
I know
medium.
Flosi started on the hards. So, Flosi could do another set of softs after this. Sargento, I can't remember. I think he might have been on mediums. Yeah, I'm not
I
entirely
do
sure.
not have that data. No, yeah.
But NVA is going to be very happy about this. You know, this safety car was definitely... It saved his mistake. With that little half spin, that slide across the racetrack and the grass.
Yeah, but for Cryptid, you got to think he's probably so pissed. Like,
Oh, for sure.
you know, out in front by
That's it.
5 seconds.
I haven't done anything wrong. I've just been putting in consistent lap times, quick lap times, and now a safety car. And Johannes, he's going to be faster than him. He's going to be faster. So, I mean, Cryptid did have a lot of pace, but Johannes will be faster for a long time. I think those hards might start to be a little bit better towards the last couple laps, but until then, Johannes has possibly an upper hand here.
Absolutely. I was just looking back on the tire situation. Flosi was the only one that started on an alternate tire. He started on the hards. Everyone else was
See.
on the softs, I believe.
The people who had to pit for damage and whatnot, did they go into another set of softs or mediums?
Based on what I was looking at, within the first 3 laps, a lot of guys that were on alternate tires were involved in accidents anyway, so they went straight onto the softs. So,
Right.
yeah, everyone at this point has burned up a set of softs. So,
Yeah. I'm surprised at Sluvine, and Siggy both staying out. I guess Siggy makes a little bit of sense, since his tires aren't exactly old. But Sluvine, I mean, I don't see any reason why he wouldn't pit.
Yeah, that's. I didn't even notice that, but yeah, you're right. I don't know what he's doing with 12 lap old tire softs, if of anything. You know.
Yeah, a little bit questionable. I think this is going to be the last. This is the last pass around. I believe the
Sorry,
safety
just
car will be coming us up.
Just to cut you off, Johannes does have a drive-through. I was just checking the penalties. I've seen a couple
Really?
of guys. Yeah, Johannes has a drive-through right now.
Oh,
I
this drive-through is for speeding under safety car. Or the Delta. That's what you'll get a drive-through for.
Wow, so that's basically going to take him out of the race.
Yeah, you have to serve. You can't serve that under safety car, and you have to serve that. I think within 3 laps after the safety car ends.
Yep.
So it's not even like he can get a big distance.
Yeah, and he's right at the front too, so it's not like he can let the. It's not like he's like P15 and he can let the
Flossie.
race go green.
Picked up a penalty for contact with George Russell, and who's out? George Russell's out. Oh no. We can't really get a view on him either, but it looks like he's just right in the middle of the track.
Yeah, it looks like he didn't hit anybody else or anybody hit him. He just DNF'd himself.
No, Flossie hit him. So that's why he got a 5-second penalty for contact.
Oh, okay. That's not coming up on my telemetry. Interesting.
Huh. The safety car is in the slot. So nothing for George Russo as the car gets cleared. And Sargento, lots of 5-second penalties. What has happened here? Leafs, Sargento, Cushy, Gnux, all given penalties. Kyle Desmond with the penalty too, 5 seconds. K-Seb with the 5-second penalty, Vendexa with the 5 seconds. What has just happened? Bebry and Vendexa retires. What?
Yeah, not really
what
too
on
sure
earth
what
happened
this
that restart.
must have had an accordion effect coming into the final corner.
Huh. That is not entirely sure what happened there.
Yeah, just seeing Leaf says go around Cushy here. Good little battle going on from P4th down.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of people running wide at the apexes. Cushy picks up penalty for track limits, putting him up to 8 seconds.
Oh, and Kyle just binned it on the inside here. He's just DNF'd out of the race. Really bad part of the track in Sector 2 here. He's just spun it, and
no one we can go on board with to see where he is.
I was following along with him, and he just lost it coming out of turn 9 there, and that's going to bring out a virtual safety car. He just lost it on the traction zone coming out of the corner and hit the inside wall.
Huh. Do you know? So I would be just really, really confused if Slevine didn't pit now. It's a perfect chance. Yeah, there he goes. All right. Slevine goes into the pits. Oh, that's Siggy. That's Siggy who's pitting. So Slevine staying out on those 15-lap old softs. Huh.
Very interesting.
Do you know if you can serve a drive-through under virtual safety car? Probably not, right?
Yeah, I doubt it.
Yeah, that would kind of defeat the purpose of the penalty, so...
Yeah, so your top, really from 2nd to 7th, they're all penalty ridden right now. And Cryptid looking, he's in the mayor's office. P1 with no penalties.
Oh, whoa, what is going on? More penalties as Rivas and Ops Marino both get a drive-through. It looks like they must have just picked up the throttle too early. They saw the VSC ending. They got a little too eager. So
Yeah, that's so easy to do. I fault the game more for that than anything. But yeah, Johannes coming in, gonna serve his drive-through. It's cleared now.
Cryptid just got a big jump on everyone, already 2 seconds ahead. So there's only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 drivers without penalties. So I mean, the game will reward you for staying inside those track limits, for not speeding into pit lanes under safety cars. This is going to be a big factor on the finishing order of this race.
Absolutely. Everybody getting nicely spread out now.
Looks like Ops Marino is the closest person to somebody at the moment, just right behind K-Seb, looking a whole lot faster.
We just had, I think we might have just had somebody DNF. No, Slovene just ripped his front wing off, actually. I'm not sure what just happened there.
Huh.
My apologies, I thought he DNF'd.
Sargento gets another penalty, bringing him up to 8 seconds total. Looks like Ops Marino going around the outside of K-Seb, can't get it done, and OG is now joining the fight from behind.
Yeah,
Sylvan finally goes
unfortunately,
into the pits, but gets a penalty.
Leaf says is very close to Cushy right here, right now. We do have a yellow coming in to turn 11 here. Looks like a Williams.
Be,
It looks like
not
you got
sure
it going
It
again.
was an Alpine, possibly?
Yeah, it's an Alpine. It's just spun again on the inside in front of Cryptid here. He's out the way.
Yep, he's just on the grass.
I think Leaf says might have a little look here if he gets a good run out of turn 12. DRS going to be a little too far back to make a move.
I think Johannes just took 2 guys up the inside. I saw some movement with the positions of Johannes, Ops Marino, and K-Seb. Looks like K-Seb has had a moment on the exit of the last turn. He's going to get passed by G-Nux. Oh, who runs into the back of K-Seb and sends him into the wall. K-Seb's out.
We have another safety car as I was following along with Revis there. Picks up a 3-second penalty. Having to avoid a big incident in turn 1 there.
So I was on board with G-Nux when that incident happened, and I'm not sure. That's definitely going to get reported by probably both of those drivers. I'm not sure whose fault it was. I mean, K-Seb was slow, and it did kind of look like he weaved a little bit. But G-Nux, I mean, when you're going that much faster, you do have to realize that you're going to be coming up on him very quick. It looks like he just ran straight into the back of him. Huh.
So what's your call on strategy here? I mean, the top 3 are all on hard tires. They can totally go to the end. Leaf says in 4th, who actually just, as I talk about him, just dove into the pits. Might get spicy here and throw on instead of softs.
Yeah.
Looks like he's going to go back onto the mediums.
So, at this point, I mean, the hards are going to be very awful on the restart. They're going to be cold. Not going to be good. I would have a little bit of fun and just go on to fresh softs for the rest of the race. You know, you lose a couple positions, but you'll be able to make up a lot. And, you know, I think if you're one of the guys outside the top, I don't know, 5, it's definitely worth it. I don't know why people are going on to mediums. I mean, there's only... Oh, never mind. I thought it was top 29. But, you could do softs at the end. You could do mediums at the end.
So I'm just going to step away here for about 2 seconds. I will be right back.
Yep. We have G-Nux. A little bit upset. He's saying not to sit in the middle of the track when you're slow with damage. I mean, you cannot argue with that. You cannot. Sure, K-Seb doesn't want to give up position. You know, he's going to want to race. But he's a lot slower. It's I don't know. It is tough. Because on one hand, you shouldn't be doing that. But on the other hand, Gino should have been able to anticipate that. Or could have been able to anticipate. Not should have. We'll give Cryptid some screen time. Haven't been paying much attention to him. He's just been absolutely dominant this race so far. Just pulled away from the rest of the gap. It was a safety car restart. Didn't matter. He pulled away again. And I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled away for a third time.
Alrighty. So, I mean, speaking of tires, we were just talking about. This is super interesting.
Yeah.
Through the back here, we got the top 3 on hards. We got Ziggy trying to go the whole way on softs here, and then everyone else is pretty much on fresh mediums, other than Revis there. Revis doing a good job of getting himself back up to P7.
Yeah. So we're gonna look at the big winners on track, all right? So Cryptid, NVA, and Cushy all up 1 position from their starting position. Siggy up 12 positions, but he's going to need to pit again. There's no way he's getting to the end on those tires. It'd be a miracle if he did. Leaf says, starting 5th, stays 5th. Flocy started dead last, is now up to 6th place, and I believe he'll be able to go to the end on those tires. So
I believe
really
yeah.
good for him. Revis up 8 positions, might be able to go to the end. I think he'll be able to. OG up 4 positions, will be able to go to the end. Johannes down 8 positions because of his drive-through. As 4 people pick up penalties. Boys, you gotta stop hitting each other in the safety car.
Safety car's back in.
We start again.
MVA's right there.
Doesn't look like much has happened, and someone's actually spinned in the back. We have Ops Marino in the pit, and I believe that's Sargento also in the pits. Yep, it is. OG gets past Revis, and Johannes gets past Revis as well.
I believe Sez just went around the inside. Is Ziggy there? Ziggy, our championship leader, he's going to be looking to be on those soft tires, trying to make advantage.
Oh wow! As Flocy goes around the outside, that was a good move by him.
Yeah, that was great. That looked super sketchy from Ziggy's point of view, but
yeah,
that was awesome.
Totally. Another close driver is Johannes is close behind OG. Might be able to make something happen going onto the straight. We know he's quick, but he's been a little bit unfortunate this race with that drive-through. So he's gonna
going
fire
around
out
the inside.
Just gets it done. Very, very simple move. And on to the next one.
Yeah, just trying to get that recovery drive in.
I think he's gonna go for Siggy on this straight, maybe. No, he turned off his battery. Yeah. Oh,
I think we have Revis around or something. Yep, Revis around, missing his front wing.
Oh.
Really unfortunate for him.
yeah. He was having a pretty decent race too. Yo, Cryptid hasn't been able to pull away as quickly as I thought he would. I mean, 9/10, 8/10. It's a pretty decent gap.
Yeah, one to watch here would definitely be Leaf Says and Ziggy, because they're the ones that are. It's like Ziggy's leading the championship. Leaf Says in 3rd. I'm pretty sure Cryptid's a reserve driver.
Yeah, I
As
believe so.
Johannes.
Cryptid was a Division 1 driver. And then, not maybe something with scheduling conflicts, but he, I think, moved to the reserve role. I'm very interested in Flocy. He's had a hell of a drive. Just going from last to 5th so far. Really, really impressive.
We think we just had Bieber IDNF, and we're gonna have another safety car.
Yeah. Another safety car. All right. What's the call? What do you think is going to happen?
I'd be coming in for softs. I mean, if I was cryptid, you got the speed. It's coming for even a scrub set. You could manage 12 laps, you know, or 11 laps or whatever it is. You could
Totally, especially on the low fuel.
Absolutely. So,
But this
I mean,
puts...
for those
Sorry, go ahead.
for those medium runners, I'd probably stay out. I'd probably stick with it. As
Yeah, as a
cryptids
top
into the
three.
pits.
Top three all go into the pits. Leafs to stay up. I think Leafs, Flosi, and Johannes are in an excellent position right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just saying. They're like
But they're
the
all
hard's
pitting.
got to come in.
Except, actually, not. Sorry, they're not. Johannes is pitting, which is kind of surprising. Well, I would think Johannes would, stay out. That's it. Leafs is. Guess he's not paying attention. Just flies by the safety car, but stops to let it pass again.
Yeah, I'm not sure what Johannes did there. I mean, he would have been up to like P4 if he didn't pit there with a pretty fresh set of mediums. So
Right. Yeah. Cryptid, NVA, and Siggy. 3 quick drivers on fresh, soft tires. Now the question is, will these top 3, will it be worth it for them to stay out? Or will they just get passed by the 6 guys behind them on the soft tire? The fresh soft tire.
you know, I mean, obviously it's proven to be a little bit difficult to pass if the car in front of you is similar pace. So it's going to be super interesting.
Yeah, I think passing isn't too difficult. I think it's just making it stick, passing and then getting out of their DRS range.
Absolutely.
It's just trading every lap, which is it's entertaining for us, but it must be very frustrating for the drivers out there.
Absolutely. It's really cool seeing these top 3 on this medium gamble. I mean, the top 3, Leaf says in 3rd in the championship, OG 2nd in the championship, and Leaf says is, or sorry, Flosi is 7th. So these guys are definitely risking it for the biscuit here to get some good points today.
Well, however, only thing is penalties. Right now, Cryptid just has to stay 3 seconds behind Leafs, and he'll be the winner. Leafs, Flosi, and OG all have penalties with 3, 6, and 5 seconds respectively. Then it's just Cryptid without penalty, NVA with 3 seconds, Siggy's clean, Tushy, Genux, Johannes, and Ops Marino all have 3 seconds. Slavine is clean, and then Reeves and Sargento both have 3 seconds as well.
You do have to wonder how close Cryptid and Ziggy are to their, you know, how many warnings they've had. So
Right.
I bet you Cryptids think, if I was Cryptid, I'd be thinking, you know, I would bet on making a mistake and getting that 3 second penalty and focus more on passing. Leaf says.
Right. If I going to be honest, I don't think there's too much hope for OG, and maybe even for Flosi. But I think if those two can hold up Cryptid enough, then Lisa's can win, as he just goes as soon as the safety
Whoa.
car pulls in.
Whoa, following along here, NVA's past Cryptid and OG there. Cryptid's going to go around the middle. They were 3 wide going into turn 1 there. I'm not sure what just happened. That was really bizarre. Cryptid managed to stay out in front. NVA gained a position, and OG lost 2 positions there.
Yeah, OG going down another position to Cushy, so it looks like these medium tires aren't too great, as Cryptid is just 2 tenths behind. Oh, there's a big crash in the back. Not sure what's happened. That is, I believe,
Siggy missing his front
Siggy
wing.
without a wing. Yeah.
Cryptid's going around the outside of Flosi right now.
And then onto the inside. That was a good move by him.
He's absolutely flying. He's going to be sizing up, Leaf says,
Yeah,
on this straight. Totally.
if I was Leafs, I'd be worrying right now. Honestly, I wouldn't try to defend this too much. It's pretty inevitable. And Lee says he isn't using his battery. He knows he's going to get past. Was there?
Yeah, Cryptid just gave him a little, Leaf says, a little bit of a bump draft there. And Leaf says he's going to stay out front. Cryptid's going to try to outbreak him around the outside. It's going to be nose to
another
nose.
little
Big
bump.
bit of contact.
Just pushes him off track. I'm not entirely sure whose fault that was, if anyone's, or if it was just more of a racing incident. Whoa! Leafs goes into NVA. What has happened there? He's retired. What on earth has happened?
I missed that, actually. But,
look, when it looked like Leafs was rejoining the track and just went on an angle where he clipped NVA's front tire and just went straight into the wall, but doesn't look like there's going to be a safety car, so we're still racing as Siggy heads into the pits again for another medium tire. Riding on board with Johannes. He looks like he's the closest guy to making an overtake. Him, Cushy, and Flossie all pretty close together.
Yeah, it's about to get spicy. If they have DRS, it could be 3 wide through here. Doesn't look like they have it. Cushy going to make a move right now on Flossie around the inside. Going to get the move done before the corner. Johannes not able.
Just, whoa! And Genox is out. Oh, sorry. Yeah, there was Genox. Genox spins around. Looks like he tapped the back of Johannes, or Johannes cut him off. I'm not entirely sure which it was.
It's following along with Johannes there. Looked like he got punted at the back end. Did a really good job of keeping it, keeping the car on the track there. Not really sure what happened behind him.
I mean, just riding on board with Johannes, he has so much more grip than Flossie ahead of him. He's just kind of a sitting duck. As OG, the other guy who stayed out, has already dropped down to P8, so it looks like choosing the soft tire was just so much more beneficial.
Yep, Flossie just made a mistake. Pretty much just let him pass there through turn 10. Now he's going to be running down Pushy, really. And also MVA, maybe. Cryptid's just running away with this.
Yeah. Next to potentially pass Flossie is Ops Marino on the soft tire, as Flossie's LED is his what's it called? The light at the back. The
recharge? Yeah,
yes.
When he's harvesting, yeah.
I'm not sure what the exact name is for it, but Ops Marino coming up on him with the DRS. Decides to just wait until the next lap to possibly get an overtake done. So nothing else much is going on. People are starting to spread out a little bit. Revis is getting a little close to OG.
It's a little bit of an insider. Cushy and Johannes do have 5 warnings. 1 more warning and they get another 3-second penalty. Cryptid out here with no warnings, like a badass.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I mean, Cryptid's got this race by the balls, as far as I'm concerned. He's
Ops Marino
gets
past Flossie. But Flossie has the DRS, so I think Flossie might have let him by. So he can get the DRS on the straight and just goes right past Ops Marino. But Ops Marino looking to get past him on the second DRS straight. Neither of them with very much ERS to spare.
Yeah, Flossie just picked up another 3-second penalty.
Yep. Doesn't look like Ops Marino will get it done this lap. As Revis is pretty close to OG, goes up the inside onto the grass. He taps the wall. Not sure if he has damage. It doesn't look like it.
He does have slight damage from my telemetry. He has, the way they do it is percentage. He has 11% front wing damage. I don't think that's going to hurt him too much. It looks like in the game he's got all his bits on his front wing, so I think he'll be okay.
Right. We might start to feel that a little bit Hopefully it won't hinder him too much. As Opsmarino, again, gonna try to get a move done on Flosi, who's actually held that position very well.
He's gonna go
considering
through
the
him. I don't
situation.
think
Yeah.
Flosie's there.
I believe he must be paused or something. Maybe he disconnected. Not sure. Looks like Opsmarino got that position. So, yeah, going on to the soft tire is definitely the way to go at the end of the race.
It's like Johannes is just getting within DRS range of Cushy right now. Might get it for the front stretch here.
You're right. Let's hop on board with them. As Genox gets another penalty. Yeah, it looks like Flosi left the session because he's joined back.
Johannes for sure gonna have that DRS. Don't think he's gonna have the pace to get the move done this time by.
Probably
As
not,
Cushy
but
has way less ERS than
Yes.
Johannes does.
I was just about to say that. Rivas, also pretty close, 6/10 behind OG, as all my gaps disappeared.
Yep, I'm following along with Rivas here. Doesn't look like he's gonna be able to make the move.
No,
This
just
time
a
by.
little bit too far back. Gonna maybe try again on the second straight, but those soft tires are starting to get to that point where they're gonna be around as fast as the medium tires that OG's on.
Absolutely. Johannes is right there on Cushy. I think he's gonna make the move this time by. Based on penalties, he's even got a chance at P2 here.
Let's actually take a look at penalties. You're right. Oh, Flosi with 9 seconds. I didn't even notice that. That would drop him down to P9. Yeah, he's really not going to be happy with that. As Rivas finally gets past OG.
Johannes going around the outside of Cushy. Didn't quite get the move done. He was out on the grass, actually. That was really cool. He's going to be all over him going into turn 6 here.
He wants to make this done. He wants to get this move done. There's 2 laps to get past Cushy.
It's funny, they don't... Sorry, go ahead.
Battery compared to his 50%. Sorry, how
Yeah, these two don't know that, you know, they're both one warning away from another penalty, so they're pretty much on dead even. They're dead even for penalties right now.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's gonna get a run here.
Let's see, let's hop on board with him. Just gotta go around the outside onto the racing line. Pretty simple move, yeah. Not really much Cushy could do. He didn't have a lot of ERS to defend, and the combined power of the DRS and ERS from Johannes is just too much.
Absolutely, Cushy might have a look here. It doesn't look like he's gonna have enough time with the DRS.
Looks like
Johannes-
Flosi and Sluvine are battling.
Cushy actually just picked up, finally, his other penalty there, so now he's at
Oh,
6
no.
seconds.
So now Johannes is thinking, alright, I'm fine. He could honestly just let Cushy pass. I mean, definitely shouldn't. Just in case he gets that penalty too. But
Yeah, I think he's gonna try and run down MVA here.
I don't know. The lap? It's ambitious for sure. We'll see, we'll see. He's just using all his battery, he's dumping it, so he's trying his best. But not certain he'll be able to get it done.
Looks like Flosi might be under attack here, so we are coming to the last lap by Slovene here.
Oh, looks like Slovene is gonna try around the outside. Flossie brakes a little bit deeper. Slovene taking the inside line for the next turn, but just doesn't have the grip at turn 3.
So you have to say, I mean, pretty dominating performance from Cryptid here all day. Just absolutely class of the field today,
Yeah,
I think.
definitely. I mean, he hasn't gotten a lot of screen time because he's just been so ruthlessly good this race. Just absolutely brilliant for him. No penalties, only one of 2 drivers without penalties as he crosses the line to win the Brazilian Grand Prix for the Zoom Racing League.
It's a great run by him.
MVA
Have
coming
MVA.
second. Johannes, Pushy, and a big gap to... I'm not going to say anything yet. Maybe he'll spin Tops Marino as he finishes. Oh, I wonder who's going to finish the line first. Yeah, this is Flossie, Slovene, but Slovene will take the position due to penalties. Then Rivas, Genux,
Siggy, and Sargento. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, that was a pretty good race. I mean, definitely a big change of pace from the last couple races we've been running with these DRS trains. So it's nice to see these guys kind of, you know, just get to race based on pure pace, really. So I thought that was a great race.
Yeah, definitely.
So I guess we'll see if we can get a couple of these guys, maybe for a interview here.
So,
Yeah.
who is your driver of the day today?
I mean, it's hard to say. Probably, you know, I'd have to say Cryptid just because of how like he dominated the entire race. But you know, Johannes with that drive through early on really did a good recovery drive to come back in P3 there.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that was a really, really good race from both of them. But I think Cryptid's gonna have to take it from me. It's just very, very dominant performance from him.
Absolutely. Okay, I'll see if we can pull in. I'm gonna try and pull in Johannes if I can find him. Here he is. Hey, Johannes.
Hey,
Congratulations, man, on the P3. How was the race from your perspective?
oh, it was really tough. I forgot my setup in the new lobby, so it was a tough one. I had to be careful with track limits and all that, and the straight line speed was not what I hoped for.
Yeah,
Yeah, walk
despite that, you did excellent today. I mean, coming back from that drive-through penalty to
Yeah.
take P3, really, really good racing out there. You had some great overtakes.
Thank you. I think I made a mistake or two on the safety car, but I hope it was all right.
Yeah,
Hey, man. Well,
definitely.
good race. We hope to see you next week.
Of course.
Take care. Have a good night. Now, let's see if we can get NVA in here.
Oh.
Don't think he wants to be particularly in lead.
Give him a second here. See if we can get Cryptid. Do you know what Cryptid is on the Discord?
Is it? I'm not sure actually. I'm not sure what Cryptid is in the
There we go.
in the Discord as we get
There we go.
NBA.
Hey, NBA. Man,
Hey,
congratulations on the P2. How was that race from your perspective?
thanks. Oh, it was a really close race throughout most of it. I wasn't quite have the pace of Cryptid, but I had some pretty good battles with Ludwig at the start there and Cushy towards the end, trying to maintain that distance. But it was my first race with the league. Thoroughly enjoyed it and excited for next week.
Yeah, we were wondering at the start of the broadcast there when if it was your first week, but man, you did a phenomenal job for your first week, and I think we'll probably next year we'll probably see, or next season we'll see in Div 2.
Yeah, that's the hope. We'll
Yeah,
see.
you
But
did great out there today, man. Just absolutely brilliant for your first race. Absolutely brilliant
Thanks.
in general. So
yeah, I
excited to
appreciate it. I had
see more of
one
this from you.
one small spin there at the second to last turn where I got
Yeah,
my
we caught that.
3-second penalty.
caught
Oh, great! Yeah, that'll be fun to watch back.
So
It's a really
Did you-
hard corner cutting right there, but
yeah, did you get any other warnings after that? Are you gonna try to appeal that? Since it is kind of unfair.
I mean, I don't think it won't affect finishing positions really in any way.
Alright.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
But I think I got 1 or 2 more warnings anyway, so I don't think it particularly matters. But
Right.
it was a fun race overall. Brazil is one of my favorite tracks, so I was glad I joined when I did.
All right. Well, excellent to hear, man. I can't wait to see more from you. And
Yeah, thank you guys so much.
yeah, have a good night. All right, so that concludes it for the Division 3 Season 2 Brazilian Grand Prix for the Zoom Racing League. Hope you guys enjoyed, and subscribe to be notified for the next events. We have Division 2 and Division 1 racing tomorrow night, Division 2 at 8 p.m. and Division 1 at 10 p.m. So we hope you can join us. And yeah, that's all.